So hello, welcome back to Go Again Gaming. My name is Az, and today we're going to be experimenting with something called Felttable, which is like a browser-based AI machine for Flesh and Blood, Digimon, and other card games. So basically, it allows you to play a digital version of Flesh and Blood. You can just import a deck list and play that against an AI opponent, or you can use your physical deck to input the controls into the game to simulate playing against an opponent when you're in fact just playing against AI. So before we get into it, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell notification if you do want to be notified of any more videos here on the channel. And if you are looking to purchase any Flesh and Blood cards and you are in the UK, check out my affiliate link with the Card Vault and use the Go Again Gaming discount code for 3% off your order. And check out my web store, which does some beautiful playmats, which I'm going to be playing on today. And also, if you're looking to help support me directly, that would be fantastic. Thanks to anyone who's done that so far. Your contributions are really making a difference to my channel going forward. So please check out that if you find value in my videos. And just hit me up on the socials, Twitter, Instagram, and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's go over to the Fab webpage where we can see the Felttable website. So this is what Felttable looks like. Again, it's very beta, and this person as well who makes this website does also have a Patreon, does also have a Discord, and they're always updating things as well. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how long the platform lasts, you know, because obviously Tales of Aria is rumoured to have PvE and all that sort of stuff. I don't know whether it's rumoured. I think it might be actually confirmed now. But if that is the case, there's going to be PvE out there. I imagine there's going to be some form of digital companion, or maybe, or hopefully, this particular platform or something gets bought out by Flesh and Blood or Legend Story Studios, because I think it's a really, really good companion app for playing against AI. Because, you know, I find myself goldfishing my decks all the time, and people that watch my videos, people that are in my Discord, we do have a bit of a global community, so trying to find someone to play is sometimes quite difficult, and I think this is just absolutely fantastic. So I really want to help people and show people this amazing app, and hopefully, I'm from the UK. I don't think anyone in the UK has seen this. So I hope to reach a lot of people for you, because I think it's an awesome app. And this video is by no means sponsored by this person or by this individual that's made the browser. It's simply just sharing the love of this platform, which allows you to test your decks. And it's always good to actually try and simulate a 1v1 game if you don't have that player against you. So this is what it looks like at the moment. Again, just a lot of text really. It says Felttable is a fan-created website to play card games against AI opponents. Think of it as playing virtually over Skype or webcam, except instead of another player, you'll be playing against a computer. And it supports digital play and hybrid play. So you can play digitally, and that entire game is implemented in your browser. Or you can use your physical cards to play against the AI and input your actions into the game. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Obviously the rules are on there. Well, not the rules, but the manual is on there for you and how to work it. But hopefully you get enough information from what I'm doing here. So first of all, you just want to click on the Flesh and Blood section. So here we go, click on this, and then you import your deck lists. You choose what mode you want to play. Do you want to play full digital, or do you want to play hybrid? It's completely up to you, but we're going to be doing hybrid today, and I've already imported my deck list, and it says there, load decks, use the fabdb.net website to upload your decks, which is what I've done, obviously. So this is my Viserai CC deck, which you'll probably come to see if I do partake in the next Go Again Gaming Open tournament. This is what you'll see, I expect. It's fairly casual. You've obviously got some really good cards. You got some really good cards in there, but again, my deck building skills aren't as good as other people out there. And then we're going to play against who should we play against? Dorinthia, pure aggro versus aggro. Let's try that then. And then we just click on player 1 or player 2 starts the game, or you can randomize it, but let's just say player 1 starts the game. So this is what it looks like. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. So this is what it looks like. And obviously my equipments and that have been set out already. So if we look at the top down, you can see that my equipments and that have been set up already. The webcam's a little bit sort of off-center, but you get the idea. And this is my new playmat. This is the Everfest playmat, which you can get from my web store, so go check that out when you can. But yeah, so this is what my board looks like at the moment. But obviously, if we go back to the web page, it has everything laid out already. For some reason, the reaping blade is on the left when I normally have it on the right. But yeah, so let's get straight into it, and we can show you how it actually works. So on this actual window capture, you can't actually see the full thing. So let me just rearrange that for you. Let me just rearrange it, actually, so you can see the full thing. So yeah, you got a little log at the top there as well. So it says there, setting player to Viserai, setting player to Dorinthia, player 1 is starting the game. So you've got like a text-based log. So you can actually scroll back and see what you've done, whether you've made some misplays, like I did on when I was testing this out. But it is just, yeah, fantastic tools. Let's just play the game. So at the moment down here, on this bit where I am, it says play card, end combat chain, or pass. Now obviously I haven't drawn my hand yet because I'm playing the hybrid version. Normally if you're playing the digital version, your hand will come out and it will be laid on the bottom of the screen down here, so you will be able to see it. But because we're playing hybrid version, when I'm going to using my physical cards, just because it's cooler, we're using this. So let's go over to the top down and just draw our cards. So I haven't shuffled this, so I'm going to shuffle this first. So we might be able to get through a full game, but ideally I just want to be showing you how this works, because it's just a fantastic platform really. So let's draw 4 cards, put those there. And you can see my mouse is on my playmat at the moment, but never mind. So we've got 2 Rune Blood Barriers, a Meet and Greet, and an Arknight Ascendancy in hand. So you probably just want to be playing the Rune Blood Barrier, pitching the Meet and Greet and the Arknight Ascendancy, just to get some rune chants out. And then, you know, if they do attack, they're wasting their entire attack, so it might just play mind games a little bit with them. So yeah, we're probably just going to do that. We're probably going to play a Rune Blood Barrier, pitching a Meet and Greet and an Arknight Ascendancy to pay for it. So let's go back to the web page so you can see how you do that. So first of all, you go on to play card. So this is the card that obviously you want to play. I want to play a Rune Blood Barrier. So obviously all of the cards in my deck that I've pre-constructed are going to be listed on this particular drop-down. So I'm going to play a Rune Blood Barrier, and it says which card do you want to pitch. I'm going to be pitching the Meet and Greet yellow and the red Arknight Ascendancy to pay for it. So Meet and Greet yellow and Arknight Ascendancy. So you just choose Arknight Ascendancy and then Meet and Greet yellow. And there we go, it's resolved. The Rune Blood Barrier is active, so obviously I create 4 Rune Chant tokens, which are obviously there already on the screen. Yeah, if I take damage, instead I reduce that by 1 and just draw a Rune Chant, basically. So yeah, that's cool. So the Rune Blood Barrier has been played, and I've also got a Rune Blood Barrier in hand as well. So they can attack me, but all of the damage is going to be soaked up by the Rune Blood Barrier, which I can then replace by another Rune Blood Barrier, potentially. So yeah, if we go back to the Fab top-down, you can see that I've played my card, and obviously, as a result of that, I've created 4 Rune Chant tokens there. You don't have to... you don't have to really take notice of all the bookkeeping stuff on your end. It's really just, you know, a cool way of cycling through your actual cards and playing them, which is what I like to do because I like the physical aspect of card games and board games. So yeah, that's what I've done. So we go back to the web page, and then we basically just pass our turn here because Rune Blood Barrier sadly does not have Go Again. So we will just put that over there. So we will pass the turn. Do you want to put a card into your arsenal? Yes, I do. I want to put the other Rune Blood Barrier into my arsenal. So you just click on the card that you want. So Rune Blood Barrier. So that goes into the arsenal, and the round has ended. So the round has ended. Okay. And then I just draw 4 cards, as usual. And it says what they're doing here. They're playing the Warrior's Valor. And then they're attacking with the Dawnblade. So then it goes to player priority. So do I want to play an instant before the attack? Probably not. And then they're asking you to whether you want to defend with the cards in your hand. So do I want to defend against a 5 attack with Dawnblade? So these are the cards I've just drew. We've got Spellblade Assault, yellow, ninth blade, read the runes, and become the Art Knight. So we do have a fair amount of defense here, but a lot of that is going to be soaked up by the Rune Blood barrier, which we still have active out on the field at the moment. Forgot about that. So yeah, I mean, 4 of it is going to be soaked up by the barrier, but do we want the barrier to take the damage, or do we want to use that barrier next turn as an attack? So we've got a 5 attack coming in. We could just get rid of read the runes and become the Art Knight, and then we could potentially attack with the Spellblade Assault to put some pressure on. So I should have put these into Arsenal earlier, these 2 cards. Into the pitch at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, we're not going to burn through our Rune Blood barrier just yet. So we're going to go back to the web page, and we're going to decide to defend with read the runes, red, and become the Art Knight. So read the runes, red, and become the Art Knight. So let me just input those. So read the runes, red, and defend with more cards. Yes, I'm going to choose to also defend with become the Art Knight. So I should be able to fully block that attack. As you can see here, it says 5-5, which means that I've fully blocked that attack. But obviously he could have, or they could have, reactions, which is probably going to happen because they're warrior class. So defend with more cards, no. There we go. You've got a biting blade coming in for 1, so it's pushed up to target weapon gets +1. If the defending hero has defended with a card from their hand, this action, weapons you control get +1. So it's actually now a 7 attack coming in, which I probably will block with the Gauntlet and the Bloodsheath Skeletor. So player defense reaction, I can't because I've chosen not to block. Which I have to remember, I'm still a noob, once you chose to block cards, you can't then block with armor, because you've already chosen not to block with armor. So that makes sense. So I'm not going to do anything else. The chain link has ended, and 2 rune chant damage is going to blow up. Yeah, as you can see there on the text, it says 2 rune chants were destroyed to prevent 2 damage, and therefore fully blocked. So then they draw up to 4 cards, and then it's my turn. So the Rune Blood barrier is destroyed now. So a round has ended. So it goes back to me. Rune Blood barrier has been destroyed, and I've got 2 rune chants left as a result of that attack, which I've implemented on my board state. So I do have a Rune Blood barrier in Arsenal, so I could play that with the cards in hand. I do have a 9th blade and a Spellblade Assault, so I could play another Rune Blood barrier, and then hope that I draw enough to potentially prevent the next attack, or I could just attack with the Spellblade Assault, which will pop off the 2 arcane damage, and then come in for a 3. But I don't think that's going to be. Enough. 9th blade, I've got no way of doing that really. I could use the Bloodsheath Skeletor to reduce. Well, I could do that actually. Let's just go in for a massive attack. So let's use the Bloodsheath Skeletor. Let's go over to the webpage. So I'm going to play a card, which is going to be the Bloodsheath Skeletor. So this is going to reduce the next attack action card and non-attack action card by my rune chant count, which is currently 2. So this means I will be able to play a Rune Blood barrier for 1. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. And then we're going to give it go again with the Mage Master Boots. So yeah, that should work. So then let's play another card, Mage Master Boots, pitching the 9th blade that I have in my hand. So pitching that. Got 1 left over, which is fine, because that's what we need to play the Rune Blood barrier. So then we're going to play from Arsenal the Rune Blood barrier, which costs nothing, because obviously it's been reduced by 2 because I have rune chants out, and now the next attack action card I play is going to be reduced by 6 because of the fact I've got. So I played the Rune Blood barrier from Arsenal. So next attack is going to be reduced by 6 because of the fact I've got 6 rune chants out now. So that's a lovely old job. So I'm just going to play the Spellblade Assault that I have. My Spellblade Assault that I have from hand, I think. Because obviously that replaces some of the tokens that get lost as well, which is quite good. And obviously we get a Viscerai trigger on that as well, which is also quite good. So that's probably what we're going to do. So yeah, let's play another card. So let's play a Spellblade Assault yellow. So obviously all the rune chants will pop off that I've got, and they're choosing to either arcane barrier it or what have you over there. And obviously it got the the attack coming in, so Spellblade Assault. Do I want to play an instant? No. Do I want to play an attack action, instant, or trigger ability? No, I don't. And they're defending with a Steelblade Shunt, which is fair enough. Do I want to play anything else? No. Chain Link has ended. Okay. So that's that. And obviously I get some rune chant tokens from the Spellblade Assault. So I've got 3 left over, and then that is pretty much it. So pass, no cards to put into Arsenal. Round has ended. So I do still have a Runeblood Barrier up, which will soak up 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're attacking me with Dawnblade for 3. Which is obviously going to be buffed because they're a warrior, aren't they? So I think at this point we'll take some damage. We will take some damage. We got some good cards in hand here. And they're attacking for 3. Do we want to keep our rune chants though? That's the thing, isn't it? Do we want to keep the rune chants out? Or do we just let them go? Let them go with it? Because my hand at the moment isn't looking very good. So I guess we could just try and defend it. So my hand is looking like this. So we got Ninth Blade, the Blood Oath, Morven Skies, Whisper of the Oracle, and Mordred Tide. So we don't have any attack actions that will benefit from Morven Skies. Well, we have a Ninth Blade, but we're not going to be able to play that next turn if we defend with things. So that's what I have in hand at the moment. So not really anything useful. I mean, I can attack with the Reaping Blade if I defend the damage. But do I want to play an instant before the attack? No. So do I want to defend with cards? Yeah, so it's a 3 attack coming in. You've got 1 card in hand, which is probably going to buff it to at least a 6. So let's defend for 6. Let's defend with Whisper of the Oracle and Ninth Blade, I think. So let's defend with cards. We'll defend with Whisper of the Oracle, red. And then we'll defend with Ninth Blade, the Blood Oath. So we're going to block 6 of it. Defend with more cards? No. 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 Okay, so I blocked that entirely. Do I want to play an instant before the end of turn? No. So obviously on the top down here, I've blocked with Ninth Blade and Whisper of the Oracle. The Runeblood Barrier didn't get cracked, which is nice. So that's all good. Do I want to play an instant before the end of turn? No. So they've drawn back up, and I discard these. I've still got the rune chants from last round, so that's fine. So I can still deal some arcane damage there. Yep, so Runeblood Barrier is destroyed. So we don't have any attack action cards. We've got a Mordred Tide and a Morven Skies in hand, so that doesn't really do much for us. We can play the Mordred Tide for 0, then we can play the Morven Skies, which will trigger the Viscerai to give us 2 more rune chants, but then we won't really be able to do anything with it. Because you don't have any more resources to put into the Reaping Blade. So I think we're still on higher life, so I think we're just going to get these cards out of hand and create some more rune chants. So that's what I mean. Even though you're playing against a computer, you still do have to think about what you're doing, which is much better than just goldfishing your deck. Because when you just goldfish your deck on your own, you don't have to take into consideration that you're taking damage or trying to block or trying to sort of structure your turns in a way where you're actually using your cards for all of their intended purposes, whether that's blocking, actions, or what have you. So it is very interesting, this program, how it allows you to potentially get better at the game as well, even if you don't have anyone to play with. So on my turn, we're going to play a Mordred Tide. So we're going to play that. So we'll put that there. And then we're also going to play a Morven Skies yellow as well. So Morven Skies yellow. Which will trigger the Viscerai, but obviously because of the Mordred Tide we get 2 instead. And that's pretty much all we can do at the moment. And again, you don't have to, obviously, you don't have to sort of make a note of the rune chants and everything, because obviously the program does that for you. But I just like to, try and keep along with it as well. Yeah. So that's pretty much the end of my turn. Bit of a shame, nothing else to do. But we are on higher life still, and we are still maintaining tempo. We are still 4 cards up. So let's pass the turn now. So pass, no cards into arsenal, and then draw 4 cards. Okay. So they're buffing a massive attack here. So we've got 6 attack coming in. If it hits, it gains Go Again, I believe. What does it say up there? Yeah, it's +2, and if it hits, Go Again. And Sharpen Steel, which obviously is another card that just buffs the attack. So we've got 6 attack coming in. On the crackback, we can do 5 arcane damage straight away. So I reckon we just take the damage here and just hope for the card that they've got in their arsenal or in their hand to just be maybe another +3 or +4 or something like that. No Rune Blood barriers out, so we can't soak up any damage. So we're not going to play the instance, and we're not going to defend with cards. So yeah, there we go. They get +3 until end of the combat chain. So that's a 9 damage attack coming in, which is still fine because we'll still be ahead after this. And then they're coming in with another Dawnblade afterwards. So we probably should block this. Because I would have taken 9 damage +3, which is 12. I'm not going to be able to crack back for 12, I don't think. So do we defend this, or do we just let it through? No instance, no defense, nothing. There we go. Cool. So they're drawn back up to 4, and now it's my turn again. So we will first of all play a Bloodspill Invocation Red. So as you can see here, these are the cards I've got in hand. Spellblade Assault Red, Bloodspill Invocation Red, Meet and Greet Blue, and Read the Runes Yellow. So probably want to be trying to get off this Spellblade Assault for 4, and blowing up all those tokens with the potential on the hits to get more tokens from the Bloodspill Invocation. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna play the Bloodspill Invocation first, pitching the Meet and Greet, I think. So we're gonna play a so play card Bloodspill Invocation Red. So Bloodspill Invocation Red. This is a shiny one as well. Pitching a Meet and Greet Blue to pay for it. So yeah, pitch that over there. So obviously we get 2 resources floating. As you can see from down here, we've got 2 resources floating from pitching Meet and Greet Blue. And then we played obviously the Bloodspill Invocation, which will allow us to, if we hit with a attack action card, we get 3 Rune Chant tokens, which is quite good. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to use the 2 resources floating to then attack with the red Spellblade Assault, I think. So yeah, we're going to play the card. We're going to play the red Spellblade Assault, popping off the rune chants, and then creating 2 rune chants at the end of that. Well, 3 rune chants, obviously, the Viscerai trigger as well. Are they going to defend with any cards there? I don't think they are. Any instance? No. But they're probably going to have defense reactions, aren't they? Any attack reactions? Definitely not. And the combat chain link has ended, so they chose not to defend the Spellblade Assault. So the Bloodspill Invocation will now pop off and give me 3 more rune chants. So I'm now on 6 rune chant tokens, which is nice. Let me just replace those on the actual physical board, so I can keep track of what's going on. And then I guess that is pretty much it. So I only have 1 card in hand, and it doesn't. Obviously, Spellblade Assault doesn't have Go Again. So I'm just going to put the Read the Runes into Arsenal. So let's go back over to the web page. So pass. Put in your card into your arsenal. Yes, I'll put in the Read the Runes Yellow. There it is. And then end of round, draw up to 4. 6 rune chants in play. So they're attacking with a 7 Dawnblade. because of the driving blade beforehand. A 7 rune blade. I'm on 28, they're on 25. My crackback's going to be 6, so let's just let this through, I think. Play an instant before the attack. They do have tempo at the moment, though, because I'm just reacting to what they're doing, so maybe I should try and soak this up and then do something else. Potentially. 2, 3, 3, 2. So I can block quite a lot of it. So maybe I should. I've got Read the Runes in my arsenal, so maybe I should just try and block the entire attack and then use Read the Runes next turn to build up even more rune chance. Okay, so it's a 7 attack. They've got 2 cards in hand, which is probably going to push it up to a 10. So 2, 5, 8, 10. So I've got 10 defense in hand. 10 defense in hand. Still on 3. So if I block for 8, let's try and block for 8. I think. Block for 8. 2, 5, 3. Yeah, so let's block with any instance? No. So defend with cards? Yes, we're going to defend with a Meet and Greet blue. We're going to defend with a Spellblade Assault red. And we're going to defend with a Morvaran Skies blue. So they're going to use a Razor Reflex. And then that bumps it up to 10. So 10 minus 8. No reactions. So I take 2 damage from that. Which still puts me ahead of them there. So play an instant before the attack. Oh, they're attacking with Dawnblade again now. No instance. So it's just a 3 attack, isn't it? A 4 attack because of the +1. No defense reaction, so I take 4 damage. I'm on 22. Nothing before the end of turn. So they got a lot of cards out of my hand there. But I do have a load of rune chants ready to pop off, which is cool. I do have a Read the Runes in hand. Sorry, Read the Runes in arsenal and the Bloodspell Invocation in hand. So I could actually attack with the Reaping Blade this turn if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to. So I guess we're just going to play Read the Runes from arsenal. So play card. Oh, actually no, I could try. So if we cancel this, I could put a non-attack action card and an attack action card on the top of my deck. I think I do have a 9th Blade in here as well on top of the deck in the graveyard. I do, so I could put 9th Blade on there and Runeblood Barrier on there, or I could become the Art Knight on there and go search for any. Do I sacrifice my turn doing that? When Read the Runes is going to get me 2 rune chant tokens, so I think it's probably best to get this Bloodspell Invocation out of hand, use it for that value there. So yeah, we're going to play the Crown of Dichotomy, pitching a Bloodspell Invocation red to pay for it. And it says, did you put a Runeblade attack action card on top of your deck? Yes, I did. I put 9th Blade on top. Did you put a Runeblade non-attack action card on top of your deck? Yes, I did. I'm going to put... what do I want to put on there? Runeblood Barrier. So I'm putting Runeblood Barrier. So I'm putting Runeblood Barrier and 9th Blade back on top of my deck as a result of the Crown of Dichotomy, which I'm going to crack now for that. So let's get rid of this. So we've only got the Iron Rock Gauntlet left to block with, and then obviously those 2 are on top with the Read the Runes in arsenal. So that's cool. And that is it from us, I think. So we're going to pass, end of round, and then draw 4 cards. Okay, that's cool. We've got Arc Knight Ascendancy in hand now as well, so we can, if we take some serious damage here, we could potentially just crack back ridiculously hard and get some tempo back. So 5 attacks coming in. Do we want to block some of that? Probably with... Yeah, let's play no instance before the attack. Defend with cards. Yes, we'll defend with a Meet and Greet blue, which we just drew. So we're going to defend with that. Defend with more cards? No. So they're going to Biting Blade, which then brings it up to 9 versus 3. No reactions. So he does 6 damage to me. And then they're coming in with another Dawnblade attack. So I could... Oh, it's a 6 Dawnblade attack as well because of the... That's dangerous. That is dangerous. Play an instant before the attack? No. Defensive cards? No. 6 attack coming in. And now... Well, it's a 7 attack now. I'm on 10. Okay. Round ended. Okay. So now it's my turn. I can attack with 9th Blade. Or I can attack with Arc Knight Ascendancy. But I think 9th Blade is probably the better idea. I do have to pitch for 9th Blade, but I think it's just going to be better. There's going to be a Steel Blade Shunt or something in hand over there as well, isn't there? 6 Rune Chants in play, so 9th Blade will only cost me 3, which means I have to pitch my Arc Knight and my 9th Blade to pay for it. So I think we're just going to go with Arc Knight Ascendancy. Or do we just go... We have to go in, I think, don't we? I think we just have to go in. We've got read the runes in Arsenal. Which doesn't do anything. So, yeah, we're just going to play a 9th Blade. So, play card, 9th Blade, pitching Arc Knight Ascendancy, and Runeblood Barrier to pay for it. So, first of all, the Rune Chants pop off. So, 6 damage coming in from the Arcane. Then they've got 9 attack to deal with. Steel Blade Shunt, probably. No instants during the defense step. No attack reactions. They've taken the 9 damage. So they're on 10 as well. Interesting. So we're going to pass. No, yeah, end of round. So there's no cards in Arsenal. So that's fine. And then draw 4 cards. So we've got Dawnblade coming in again for 9 damage. It's ridiculous. They're going to have some shenanigans in hand, aren't they? So I'm going to have to block with the Iron Rot. So defend with the Iron Rot Gauntlet. Defend with more cards. I'm probably going to have to defend with something else here. I'm going to have to defend with Rune Flash, I think. Oh dear, this is not good. So defend with the Iron Rock Gauntlet. I've done that already. So now that's gonna... Oh, for some reason I've clicked it twice, so it's defend with more cards. No, I think I made a mistake there. 12 versus 2, so I'm dead. No. So I'm dead. I think I made a mistake there, or I don't think the game reads it. If the equipment's in play, I don't think it reads it as not being able to be used more than once. But there we go. But that is it. I think that's a very, very good program for just testing your deck against AI opponents. And again, this video is not sponsored in any way by Felttable. It's just that I wanted to get this out there so people who don't know about it can then just test their deck if they have no one to play with. You know, if you've got physical cards in your collection as well and you just want to play some games, you might not have the person to play with. So this is the best way to do it. So definitely worth getting onto Felttable and just having a look, just having a little experiment with it. I think it's fantastic. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just thought I'd show off my my new playmats and just tell you about a fantastic browser-based thing that you can do. Girlfriend's choke in the background. But yeah, very, very awesome program, and definitely check it out if you can. But that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. I've been Az from Go Again Gaming, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.